Have you ever accidentally ended up in an all-artillery slugging match in Total War? Well, here's how it went down for me. Today's escapades come from my artillery-only run as the Normans, which half explains the artillery situation. The other half of the explanation is the Moors, who I do find tend to like artillery armies. And having reached the edge of Morocco, only one army stood in the way of our valiant hero, the fearless veteran of the Iberian campaigns, Duke Harold himself. His sternest of all tests, though, would see his experienced artillery army take on its spiritual brothers. Immediately, the barrage began. Their superior range meant we were on the back foot, and this wasn't helped by their trebuchets landing direct hits on numerous pieces of our siegeware in the early exchanges. Harold, though, somehow survived 2 direct hits on his men, taking down 1 of their catapults. It certainly wouldn't be his last brush with death today. The Moors, though, didn't play fair and had the gall to charge my artillery with actual infantry. I know, right? Treachery aside, though, I was used to such tactics in this particular campaign. Most battles saw me rout their frontline troops with the ballista before the second charge did its damage. Here, as with previous battles, the ballista and the front line were expected to hold off enemy units, allowing the catapult and the trebuchet to do the fun job, even if it claimed some collateral damage. Back to Harold, and thanks to some of his excellent lance glitch and rituals, he managed to avoid death once again, but it came at a cost. His second catapult, the Great Spoon of Destiny, was now destroyed. It was time for him to take a leaf out of the Moorish playbook and charge the enemy, straight through artillery fire. With artillery scattered, laid to waste across the battlefield, most of the fighting was now hand to hand. It was a slow slugging fest. Morale advantages meant that our men were fighting to the death, and we were managing to break them. Whilst all my men were busy fighting hand to hand, some of theirs would regroup and grab the siege gear. With that advantage proving our downfall and only a handful of men left, Harold saw that he and his loyal companion, we'll call him Steve, could not pull off this great and most glorious of victories. But truly, against such an honourable fellow artillery-loving foe, it was only fair that Harold would withdraw and allow his new friends to live in peace at the edge of the world. He would never invade them again. The rest of the world would not be so lucky. If you want to see more from the artillery-only campaign, then do follow the link to the first of 2 15-minute highly condensed episodes. And as this is a new style of content, do let me know in the comments what you make of it, and do please remind me of any notable and or silly battles that I could look into and retell the fun story. For now though, I will leave you. This is Nerds the Human, and this has been a random battle short. Come to the channel to see more. Thank you, and tally-ho, my fellow generals.